Pasta fans around the world unite. There's a podcast for you tonight with Gigi and Olivia, about to hit you with some penny trivia. So come on and listen in. We're talking about pasta again. It's the Pasta Podcast.
Hello and welcome back to the Pasta Podcast, where we talk about nothing but pasta. Today we will not be talking about pasta. Today we will be playing Kiss, Marry, Punch. I, of course, am a pasta chef. My name is Gigi. And what is your name, fellow pasta chef?
I am Olivia. Welcome to part 2, everyone.
Yeah.
All right, shall we move on?
Yes.
Okay. Next one. Do I read it?
Yeah, you read it.
Okay. Grogu, Padme, and Timothy Chalamet. Grogu is Baby Yoda, for those who don't know.
First off, I'm marrying Padme. Obviously, I'm marrying Padme.
Yeah. I think we can all agree that we're marrying Padme.
I think we all are marrying Padme. Olivia's Victoria Justice moments never stop. And I'm gonna kiss Grogu, but on the cheek, because he's a baby. He's a baby. You can't do that.
He's 50.
Well, he's Baby Yoda. It's still he's infantilized. He's infantilized, so I'm assuming that he's okay. Yoda was like 900 or something.
Gigi, on the lips.
Yoda was like 900 and something. So if we transfer that to like regular human years, that would mean that he's like in his hundreds by the time that he dies, which means that 50 is like he's like 5 or something. I still think that's weird.
On the lips, Gigi.
No, I'm not kissing him on the lips. I give him a forehead smooch.
Kiss
I go,
him on the lips.
I go, do you think you have a fever? Let me check. You know how mothers do?
No, you know what it is? I say, what's over there? And I go to kiss his cheek, and then he turns his face back at me, and our lips meet.
Olivia, I don't think that you should be saying these things about Baby Yoda. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna punch Timothy Chalamet. Hold on.
Okay, I would marry Padme, obviously. And then I would kiss Timothy Chalamet, because he is once again, he is my baby and I love him. And I would punch Grogu. I would do it.
Yeah.
He can take it. You know, he can use the Force.
I'm punching Timothy Chalamet because I want to. I just want to.
He's gonna look at you with his blue eyes. Very
Olivia,
blue.
I don't need to hear this again. I already dealt with it when we watched one scene of Dune 2.
He's gonna ride his worm all over you, Gigi.
I don't want the worm.
You're getting the worm.
I'm not getting the worm. I'm gonna punch him and I'm gonna get out.
Take the worm. You're getting the worm.
I'm not getting the worm.
He's literally gonna.
As God is my witness, Gigi, I will not get the worm.
I don't remember much from watching Dune, but I do remember that he can command you with his voice, so he can command you to not punch him.
No.
Anyways,
this is Timothy Chalamet. This is not the character he plays.
True. All right. Moving on.
Yeah. All right. Why is this the one that I have to read?
This one's terrible.
This is a little awkward for me because one of these people may or may not be related to me according to Ancestry.com.
Wait, who?
Christopher Columbus.
Oh,
dang. Dallin and Christopher Columbus. So this means that not only do we have to kiss or marry one of those two very awful people, and Christopher Columbus, who, yeah, he did bad things and he killed people, but he he did it years ago, so it seems less bad somehow. But he's also maybe my ancestor, so I don't know how to feel about this. Either I have to commit incest or I have to marry.
Yo, that's not incest.
It's not incest if it was 700 years ago. Write that down. I don't know how many years ago it was. I pulled a number out of the sky. I'm sure that that's not true.
So,
Um,
yeah, that was like, it was like 400 years ago.
okay, well, you know that one episode of The Office where Michael Scott says that if he was in the room with Hitler and Bin Laden and Toby, he would shoot Toby twice, and they figure out a way for like the bullets to connect through their throats so that all of them die, and then he can kill Toby again. Do you think there's a way for me to do that for this, where I punch all of them at the same time, and then I can like, I don't know, kiss one of their dead bodies, and then like just like very briefly marry and then divorce one of them?
You could do that with any of them, I guess.
Okay,
But
I'm gonna punch all three. I'm punching all three.
Can't take away though.
Yeah, unfortunately. So I'm punching all three. I'll kiss my cousin, Christopher Columbus.
Your cousin.
And then I'll marry I'll marry Stalin for for a brief period of time. And then immediately
Stalin.
Do we really care how it's said?
Well,
is this something we should respect, Olivia?
If we're talking about how many people, if we're comparing kill numbers, I would have to marry Christopher Colombo, and then I would have to kiss him, and then I would have to punch Stalin. Because Stalin killed the most. Killed like 20,000.
Yeah, I don't think that there's a way for us to actually know whether or not Christopher Columbus, he could have killed more than Stalin.
Well, he definitely...
I mean, it was so long ago.
Well, and the thing is that Chris...
I mean, he attempted genocide, kind of.
What Chris did is he brought over a bunch of diseases, and those diseases kind of killed them all off. So
yeah. We call that medical genocide. And by we, I mean I came up with that term right now. I don't know if it's a real term.
Coined by Gigi.
Coined by Gigi of the Pasta Podcast. Medical genocide. Look it up, and my name will be under it. Are you looking it up?
No, I'm reading the next one.
Okay. Yeah, you read the next one.
Okay. Batman, Superman, and Regina George.
Marrying Regina George. Don't care if it's Rachel McAdams or Renee Rapp. I'm marrying them.
True.
And I guess that I will kiss Batman and punch Superman because I feel like Superman can take it, but like I don't really want to punch Batman because I think he's cooler. I think that he's just a little bit cooler because he's dark and mysterious. You know, Superman's got really bright colors. He's too happy. He needs a good punch. He needs a good punch to bring him back down to earth.
Like if you punch Superman, it's gonna hurt you far worse. So I think
that could be said about Batman.
Gigi, I could draw your nose from memory.
What the damn hell does that mean?
I was looking at your nose and I was like, there's like, I know that exact shape in my memory.
That's because I've had the same nose since I was 8, at very least. It used to look so big because I had a small face because I was little.
Yo, that's
and now
true.
I've grown into the nose. I don't think I actually have that big of a nose.
That's funny.
I don't have that big of a nose. I used to, though, because my face was tiny and my nose was the same size that it currently is at 20.
But I think I would punch Batman because I feel like everybody's punched Batman at some point.
I don't know.
A lot of his kids have punched him, so I feel like if they can punch him, you know. Also, he can take it. Superman,
Well, so
I think if I punched him, if I punched Superman, it would hurt me far worse, and I don't want to get hurt.
You said that you would punch the Hulk, though. And you were like, he's going to hurt me far worse, but it's okay.
You forget. I said with prep time.
No, we're not doing prep time. You even
Yes,
said
prep
yourself
time.
that prep time is
Prep
stupid.
time. Prep time. But for
Okay, fine.
Gigi, it's for the plot. It's for the plot.
Fine. Okay, fine. For the plot, Superman versus Gigi with prep time. I win because I'll punch him. And then knowing that I have to do this thing, right? Knowing that I have to do this thing, I'm sure that there's some kind of magical teleport device, where I'm assuming, or like maybe like a freeze. I could freeze time, and then I could punch him while the time is frozen, and then the effect won't have any effect on me, and then I could teleport away and then unfreeze.
I would punch
And
him with a
then
kryptonite ring.
I don't think we're allowed weapons in this, Olivia. It's punch, not
Says
punch
who?
with
We
kryptonite
didn't,
ring.
we didn't make that rule. We never made that rule.
When we said kiss, marry, punch, I assumed that all we were doing was kiss, marrying, and
I
punching.
always have rings on, so I just added a kryptonite ring that day.
Obtained kryptonite ring.
Anyways, I'm marrying Regina George. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I am punching Batman because everybody punches him, and I'm gonna kiss Superman because he is a softie.
Well, not according to you. You think I would get hurt if I punched him.
Well, no, I mean emotionally he's soft. Also, I feel like Batman and Superman would kiss each other.
Now kiss.
Moving on.
Yeah, okay, the next one. Mario, Rosalina, and Luigi.
Marrying Rosalina. And I'm punching the heck out of Luigi.
Green Mario, why would you do that?
Green Mario. That's exactly right. He's not Mario.
Have I ever sent you that meme? I need to send you that meme. Do I
to
have
be
it saved to my
continued,
phone?
Gigi is sending me a meme.
I have it saved twice to my phone. And it's only a month apart that I saved these.
That's funny.
Anyways, personally, I think I would obviously marry Rosalina, because why would I not? Like, there is no downside to marrying Rosalina.
Literally none.
Literally none. Can't Rosalina see the future or something?
Yeah,
Or is
so
that
she
something
knows
I've
you
been
will
lied?
marry her.
Yeah, so she'll know when I come to her. I'll be like, "Hello, Rosalina. Do you want to?" And she'll be like, "Yes." And I'll be like, "I didn't ask the question." She'll be like, "I saw this coming 2 weeks ago." and yes, I will. um, and then I'm gonna punch Mario because I think he's too up. I think he's too self-centered. He doesn't give a shit about Luigi, but Luigi cares about him. So I'm gonna
I
kiss
disagree.
Luigi, and I'm gonna punch Mario.
I think
You think
Mario,
Luigi's hanging off of Mario's coattails, don't you?
I think
You're like, he's
Luigi is
chasing the
trying to get
fame.
fame, but he'll never be there. He'll never be Mario.
What? Hold
Plus,
on.
Mario's a short king.
What if? Theory time. Mario became a plumber because he was like, I want to follow my father's footsteps. But Luigi had always been like, no, I don't want to become a plumber. I think that that's stupid. I want to be an artist. Or I want to be a famous tall person because he's taller than Mario. I want to be a famous tall person. And then he sees that Mario is getting really famous because of it. He's like, hold on a second. I could be a plumber. Do you think that that's what happened?
Yeah, so I'm going to punch him more.
Well, I can't punch Luigi because that's what my brother plays as. And I don't want to admit to him that I would punch him in the face if I had to, but I would. But I don't want to admit it to him. So, yeah. If you're listening to this, Kyle, I am sorry, but I do not regret anything I said. Thank you. I think that's settled.
Okay, next one. Anakin, Obi-Wan, the old version. And C-3PO.
The old version is the one that named himself Ken, right? No,
Ben.
Ben. Sorry. I don't know why Ken was in my head. It's not like
Mojo
there's
Dojo
any
Pasta
Barbie.
House.
There's no Barbie apparel visible in my room right now, so I don't know why I said Ken. But yeah, I would marry C-3PO because he seems like a really nice guy to have around. He seems like a cool dude, and he doesn't get enough credit. Um he doesn't do anything important, but he still doesn't get enough credit for doing things that he does.
Yeah.
um I would kiss Anakin because I think he needs an ego,
He needs
not
something.
an ego boost. He needs a little bit of happiness in his life. And I don't think that kissing me is going to give that to him, but I think that he would feel a little bit better about himself, you know.
You know he's
It
a
would
good
be like
kisser.
a self-esteem boost, you know, cuz it would be like, "Hey, somebody wants to kiss me."
And you know
Other
he
than
would
my
be a good
wife.
kisser because he's got good practice.
Yeah. And then I am sorry, Ken. I am sorry, Ben Kenobi. It's because his last name is Kenobi, is that I keep calling him Ken. I'm sorry, Ben Kenobi, but I gotta punch you. I'll pat you on the head afterwards, you know? You can use the
Oh,
force on me if you have to, but like I didn't mean it in a rude way. I just meant it in a way of like I kind of had to do this. And also, I know that you won't kill me if I punch you in the face once, but if I do that to Anakin, depending on what movie we're in, that might result in a little bit more than I bargained for.
I would definitely marry Anakin for reasons. I wouldn't be a Jedi, so he would be safe with me. Actually, no, that's not how that works. Sorry. But I would kiss C-3PO. And then I would punch Ben because I hate that old man. He was so much better when he was younger.
I mean, he's the same person, you know that, right?
No, but he was so much more pleasant and happy. And now when he's old, he's just like an old curmudgeon who like lives in the desert.
I mean, can you blame him? Can you blame him?
No, he's still alive. All right, I think we got that settled.
Yeah.
Next one, Gigi.
Lego Luke Skywalker, Winnie the Pooh, Tony the Tiger.
I don't know how I associated these three. I truly don't.
See, I see how you associated the last two because you were like Winnie the Pooh, Tony the Tiger. You were like,
No,
things
you know
that.
what's funny is like I did not. I was actually like I don't know how I was thinking of cereal, but I was like I yelled at my brother and I was like, "Who's the guy on the front of the Frosted Flakes?" And my brother was like, "Oh, Tony the Tiger," and I was like, "Oh, right." That's how I
Yeah.
came up with Tony the Tiger.
Is Winnie the Pooh is his name Winnie the Pooh, or is his name Winnie Pooh, or
I don't know. Not sure about that side of the lore. People do call him Pooh. They
yeah,
call
that's
him
why I'm
Pooh for short.
confused
They
because
never call him Winnie.
I'm like if the Pooh is like a subspecies of whatever he is, then why are we like I wouldn't come up to you and be like Olivia the human, you know? I wouldn't be like, hello human, how do you do as like a shorthand for your name. I would be like, hey Olivia. So why don't people call him Winnie more often than Pooh?
I don't know.
Anyways,
Maybe.
um,
I think I would marry Lego Luke Skywalker because he's a king and I love him. And then I would kiss Winnie the Pooh because I also love him as well. And Tony the Tiger I would punch because he can't just keep smacking his thumb in front of my face saying how great Frosted Flakes are. It's threatening me.
okay. Well, I would I would marry Winnie the Pooh because I just want to hang out with him. Think that would be nice. And I would be able to go to the store and get him honey without people being like, "Yo, there's a walking teddy bear," you know. And then I would kiss Tony the Tiger. I wouldn't enjoy it but I really want to punch Luke Skywalker. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I don't know what it is about him. It's just he's kind of cool in the last movie, in the last two movies, but like in the
He's
first movie,
Lego though.
he's just too bitchy. Well, yeah, in the Lego universe, he just has the same personality
He's got this
throughout all of them.
charm.
No, that's called the Force, Olivia.
He's Lego.
Olivia, I don't want to kiss a Lego.
I'm picking my favorites here.
If I punch a Lego, it's not gonna feel it. So, I don't know what your issue with this is. My ass is tired of sitting here.
All right. Let's move on. So I kept to the cereal theme for a little bit. So I got Captain Crunch, Captain Barbosa, and Santa Claus.
I think. Okay, here's the thing. Because I noticed that you spelled it with an E. As the Santa Claus is a movie about Santa Claus because becomes a movie. He becomes Santa Claus because there's a clause that's called the Santa Claus.
Oh, it just
So
autocorrected
that's why
me to that.
So that's it
Yeah,
was like,
sure,
no,
it can be
you
Tim
were
Allen.
talking about the movie, right? Okay,
Yeah,
so
it can be Tim Allen. What the heck?
yeah, we're Tim Allen or Scott Calvin, as he's called in the movie, which his child so gratefully is like, oh, this could stand for Santa Claus or Scott Calvin because it's his initials, and it's like, great kid, you're 10 years old, you should probably know this stuff already. Actually, I think he's like 8 or something. Anyways, I would punch Captain Crunch because he's not gonna feel it because he's on a cereal box. I would marry Captain Barbosa because I would like to just hang out with him. I'm marrying all these people just to hang out with them.
Because the last scene in the last movie is really good.
Yeah, I think he's come full circle. I think he's like accepted that he's not a piece of shit. Actually,
Yeah, he's actually a pretty nice guy.
Because in the first movie, he kind of comes off as a piece of shit, but then you kind of like him for some reason, and that's because he's not actually a piece of shit. He's just that's just the way that he was built somehow. And then I would kiss Scott Calvin, but it's Tim Allen, so I don't know if I would like that. But I gotta do it because I want to punch Captain Crunch. I don't want to be caught in the pantry making out with a with this box of cereal. Well, that would be more embarrassing. Still.
Yeah, whatever. I think I would marry Barbosa because Barbosa is my favorite. Every time I'm in Disneyland and I'm on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, I take a picture in front of the Barbosa painting because there's like a little painting of all the like characters, like Jack Sparrow's on there too. I always take a picture in front of Barbosa because I love him. I loved him ever since I was little. But I would probably marry Tony the Tiger, and then I would Captain Crunch, I would kiss him. I would kiss the cereal box, and so then I would punch Tim Allen or the Santa Claus, because I don't like him. I think he's a stalker.
Yeah, probably.
Thank you, Danny Gonzalez.
Thank you, Danny Gonzalez, for writing the incredible song that is I Want to Kill Santa Claus. Go stream it if you haven't heard it before. It's a Christmas classic. Everybody needs to hear it before they die. All right.
Next one.
SpongeBob, Sandy, and Mr. Krabs.
Ooh, that's a good one. SpongeBob, I would marry. SpongeBob, I would marry. Mr. Krabs, I would kiss, and Sandy, I would punch because I can't stand her. I'm sorry, I can't. She's got a couple of good episodes, but she's like, I'm an air animal. I'm smarter than all of you guys. Shut up. You're a
You know what?
squirrel. You
You
get
know
hit in
what
the
pisses
road.
me off? You know what pisses me off about Sandy is that she thinks that she's smarter than everybody because she's a land animal, but she doesn't realize the first time she meets SpongeBob that he is a water animal. Or not an animal, but so he needs water. So she invites him to her house that is, air.
Yeah,
And it's
I
like, nah,
forgot that.
he's gonna be fine. And then at the end of the episode, when he's literally dying and he has to put like a fishbowl over his head of water, she's like, "Oh, SpongeBob, why didn't you just say so?" It's like, because I thought that you were gonna understand that I'm
Yeah, she
living in
thinks she's
water,
smart.
that I live in water, and that maybe that's something I need to survive. I thought you would provide me with some kind of like a. I didn't think this would happen.
She thinks she's so smart. She's not. She's
So
not.
I would punch Sandy. I would actually marry Mr. Krabs because I want to see him struggle to to make financially because I'm gonna spend his money on some crazy shit,
But I don't
and
think
he's
he would
gonna be
let
like,
you.
no.
He wouldn't let you. He would like not
He
let
would
you
have
touch
separate
his
accounts with
money.
me.
He would like
He
put
would
all
have
his
a
money in like a
he would have a
safe.
prenup, and in the prenup it would be like, while you're married to me, or it would be like, if we get divorced, you don't get any of my money, and while you're married to me, you don't get any of my money. um,
Exactly.
and then I would kiss SpongeBob. I think Mr. Krabs, I could convince him to like have a joint account with me. I would be like, no, I'll handle all the banking stuff. Like I'll handle it so that we can like earn better, and um and I would convince him that having a joint account would make us more money, which it would, because if our money was joint, that means that we have more money together, and that means we would earn more interest. So that would be technically true, and then
Sure.
I would spend all our money on something, and
Yeah.
then
Whatever you want, Gigi.
whatever his daughter's name is, she can just fuck off.
Pearl.
Pearl. Yeah,
Poor
Pearl, you can
Pearl.
just fuck off. I don't know, go to that concert for the Boys Who Cry, and I'll just buy
No,
her tickets to that every night.
I like
What
Pearl.
do you not? Are you a Pearls Who Cry hater?
No, I like Pearl. Um, should I say the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, the Grinch, Hercules, and Crunk.
Um, I would I would punch the Grinch because Jim Carrey scares me, and I'm assuming that we're talking about that
Yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
Grinch. Um, I would kiss Hercules, and then I would marry Kronk because Kronk's in Kronk's New Groove, not the Emperor's New Groove, but in Kronk's New Groove, uh, he goes through this thing with his dad where he's like, I want you to have a house, and I want you to have a wife, and I want you to have kids, and he doesn't get any of those things, and he does have like a romantic interest at the end of the movie, but like I could marry him. He's a good cook. He's a good cook, and I
True.
like I like food, so perfect
Um,
match.
I might
You
have to
cook, I
agree with
eat.
you on that one. I might have
You
to
cook, I
agree
eat.
with you. I
Yeah,
think I'd have the same one.
nice.
It's the
Um,
only way to do it, really.
moving on. I,
Getting
I see that
faster
you.
because I'm
I
tired.
see that you. I see that you may have skipped one.
I did?
Yes. So I'm gonna say it.
Oh, I
Um,
don't I don't see it in there. Maybe it didn't update. Hold on.
oh, it's possible. But what it does say is James Bond, Doctor House, and Doctor Doolittle.
Yeah, I don't see that in there. Um, James Bond, Doctor House, and Doctor Who?
Doolittle.
Oh, who's Doctor Doolittle?
He's that one that fixes the animals. I
Oh,
never watched the movies, but I knew who he was because I used to watch the VHS tapes, and I don't know why, but there was always the ads for Doctor Doolittle movies on there.
I'm punching James Bond. Um, I don't know if we're talking Sean Connery James Bond or
Whichever
um
one suits your pick best.
well I think Sean Connery is much better looking than the other one, Daniel Craig. So I wouldn't punch him because he's pretty. But I would punch James Bond in general. Yeah, I would. And then Dr. House, I would probably also punch him, but I don't have that choice. So I give him a little smooch.
You know, he
And
has
then-
been punched before, so he could take
yeah,
it.
about to be again by me. And then I would
But then
marry Dr.
kissed.
Dolittle. Yeah, marry
Yeah.
kiss. Yeah.
I would punch James Bond just because in general he seems like a shit character. um, but I haven't watched the movies. But a shit
No,
character that I have.
he's
a shit-
like kind of like the outline for every like super spy. He's just like he that's all he is. He's a super spy and he's like kind of a cool character, but there's so many other cooler characters than him. You know?
Yeah, like Dr. House. And Dr. House, is he like a, I would say generally like not a protagonist type of character, like kind of a more negative character that you generally wouldn't like the first time you watch him. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna marry him because I think that it would be kind of fun. And also he has married people without having romantic interest in them before, because there's an episode where he, or like there's a storyline where he marries somebody so she can get her green card. So I know that he's just down with getting married to people. So I know that he would be cool with it. And I would be like, yeah, whatever, you can still have hookers because he often has those. So I would just be like, whatever. And then Dr. Doolittle, I'll give him a little smooch. I don't know that much about him, so I'm not comfortable marrying him.
Um, I'm just marrying him because he's good with the animals, I guess.
And you have them.
Han Solo, the Millennium Falcon, and a gonk droid.
Hold on. The Millennium Falcon isn't sentient, is it?
No need.
No need.
We never
there's
said
a
there
little
was
need.
rules. When did
Okay.
we have the rules?
Okay, fine. Then I'm gonna
I'm
kiss
marrying the
a gonk
Millennium
droid.
Falcon.
I'm gonna kiss a gonk droid. I'm gonna marry the Millennium Falcon, and I'm gonna punch Han Solo 50 times in a row.
50 times?
50 times. And he's just gonna have to stand there and take it. And I'm gonna grab his gun and I'm gonna throw it into the woods, gonna chuck it so that he can't fight back. Because he's stupid and he brought a gun to a punching fight. He wouldn't expect little old me to come up to him and punch him, so he's not gonna have his gun out. So I would sneak up behind him and I would reach for his gun and I would chuck it and then I would punch it 50 times.
I would. Battle of the Autism. I would marry the Gonka droid, and then I would kiss the Millennium Falcon because I think that would be a funny sight to me going up to the. And then I would punch Han Solo, but for a different reason. I would punch him to bring his ego down a little bit.
A little bit. Just a little bit. See, my scenario would bring him to the gutter, you know? But you're like, no, I just want to knock him down like a punch, ironically.
I just want to knock him down a peg or two.
Yeah. Well, we've come to the last one. And I'm going to read it, even though it was Olivia's submission. And I can tell that you wrote this. Yeah, you wrote this real fast.
This a few minutes ago.
He fixed it. Originally William Acton, but William Afton, Springtrap, and Glitchtrap. Now I will say, these are all the same person.
And that's why it's funny.
So yeah, you go first. What would you do?
I'm gonna marry Springtrap because when I first got into Five Nights at Freddy's, he was like my favorite animatronic for some reason. I didn't know the lore.
Yeah, we didn't know.
Um,
Does she know? She doesn't.
I didn't know. He was cool, I guess. And then I'm gonna kiss Glitchtrap because he seems to be the cleanest. And punching William Afton. Not that that'll do anything because he always comes back.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Glitchtrap is a version of William Afton that is only through like online sources, right? So I think I could marry him and it wouldn't count as a legal marriage, and that would be like one done, you know? So it would be like Minecraft marriage, you know? I would Minecraft
Yeah.
marry him, but like software. So I'd software marry him. And then I would kiss Springtrap, but like on the hand or something that wouldn't smell too rotten. I'm not doing a mouth kiss with this
He
one.
doesn't got lips. You can't kiss him on the lips.
Yeah, so I got to choose somewhere to kiss him. So, and then I would punch William Afton until my knuckles bled.
Oh, you know what's funny is the way I keep picturing you kissing Springtrap is the way that and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I forget their names, but the way they kiss and they like puff up their cheeks and they like and they like hold their breath and that's how they kiss. That's how I picture you doing it.
So this is me kissing Springtrap's lips like that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Well,
that's it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks everyone for listening to the Pasta Podcast. We had a great time with you here tonight. We love you. We miss you. And we hope you eat some good pasta soon. Good night.
Take us out, Kyle.
Pasta la vista, I wouldn't wanna be a so I'll see you later, Alfredo alligator. I'm gonna hit the road, you tortellini toad, and out of here and grab another beer. Pasta la vista, I wouldn't wanna be. Yes, I've got to split, sailing tiny elephant. It's about the time, oh, rigatoni rhino. The world of pasta so fast, but it's the end of the cast. Pasta la vista, I wouldn't wanna be you. I'm headed out the house, Mr. Marinara Mouse. Now you can change the channel, cannelloni, camel, Gigi